Chumash and Rashi, the sixth reading in Parshas Korach. We continue with yesterday that Aaron and 12 leaders of the tribes put their staff into the Holy of Holies. 13. All right. 13. And we continue with the story of that his staff blossomed into almonds to show clearly that he is the high priest, the Kohen Gadol. Okay, verse 25 in chapter 17 in the book of Midbar, book Numbers. Yemer Hashem Moshe, and Hashem said to Moshe, "Hashem Amate, return the staff, Aaron's staff, Lifnei Edus, before the testimony, meaning the ark of the testimony, right? In the book of Midbar, book Numbers. Yemer Hashem Moshe, and Hashem said to Moshe, Hashem Amate." The Mishmeres, it should be there as a remembrance, la'ois, and a sign, livnei Mary, to those who are rebellious. Usuchal tanalaisam, v'sechal, rather, and it will end to loisam their complaints, may lie from upon me, against me, but lo yamusu, and they won't die. Okay, Rashi in 25. The Shmedders should be for safekeeping, for a sign. The Zikaron is a remembrance that I chose Aaron, the Kohen, to be the Kohen. And they won't complain any longer over the priesthood. And it will end. This has the same meaning. They put an end to their complaining. It's a singular noun in the feminine form. An old French, murmuries these. Between those two words, a single complaint, is a singular noun, even if there are many complaints. The idea of complaints, I guess. Okay, 26. He asked Moshe, and Moshe did as God commanded. I say him, so he did. But Israel, and they said the Israelites to Moshe, saying, Hein gavanu, avadnu, kulanu, avadnu, gavanu. Behold, we are expiring. Avadnu, we are lost. Kulanu, avadnu, all of us are lost. All those that come close to the tabernacle, to the sanctuary of God, Yamus will die. Ha'im tamnu legeva. Are we all doomed to die, to expire? Rashi, let's see Rashi, 28. Anyone who approaches closer, meaning anyone who approaches. So the Jews are saying to Moshe, we're not able to be so careful over here. We're all permitted to enter the courtyard of the tent of meeting. But if someone puts himself closer than another, he comes and enters the Sheikh and will enter the tent of meeting, he's going to die. right?
That's up to the Levites.
Yeah, but they're afraid that it's something that they're not going to be able to be so careful. Even Talmud Ligway, are we doomed to perish? Perhaps we've been cast to death.
But the Levites protected them for doing that. I think they made a circle around it to keep everybody from getting too close.
Yep, they're still concerned. Okay.
Yeah.
They're still concerned. All right. All right.
Oh, man.
Oh, David's coffee.
It's a little strong today.
Good. Here, Matt. Hashem el Aaron. And Hashem said to Aaron, Ata, you, Uvanecha, and your sons, Beis Avicha, in your father's home, he talked together with you. Tisu is Avin Hamikdash. You will carry the iniquity, bear the iniquity of the sanctuary. Ato v'necha itoch, tisu is Avin kunosachem. You and your sons will bear the iniquity that goes with the priesthood. Okay, let's see Rashi. Okay. So Yem Hashem Alared. Rashi said, excuse me. LaMoshe Amar, he said it to Moshe, Shem Aaron, that he should say it to Aaron. Lahal Shelah Tekanas Israel, to make a precaution regarding the Israelites' well-being. Shelo Yikanas Hamikdash. In fact, that they should not enter the sanctuary. Ato Vanecha Aves Avicha, you, your sons, in your father's house. Heim Bnei Kahas, which is the sons of Kahas. Avi Avram, which is the father of Avraham. Tisus Avain Hamikdash. You will bear the iniquity. In others, the Kohanim are going to bear the iniquity of the sanctuary. Alechem animatil einish azarim. I'm putting the punishment of a non-kohen, who will sin in matters concerning sacred matters, that's been given over to you for your care, who I hail, which they are the tent, the Ara and the ark, the Ashulchan and the table, the Kli HaKodesh and the implements of holiness, Atem Tisus Tazhiru. Moshe told the Kohanim and that you sit and warn as Azar Rabba Liga, any non-Kayen that comes to touch these articles. So you're being responsible. The Jewish people were concerned, they voiced their concern. So God turns around and makes Aaron and his sons responsible. Interesting. Yeah. This is a good question because previously it was the Levites had a responsibility. But here it's yeah, okay. Ato Vanecha, you and your sons are Kohanim. Now the second thing is they're bearing the iniquity of the priesthood. What is that? That's different than the non-Kohanim. She'ena Masura Levim. This is not given over to the Levites. Tazira Levim Mashegim. That you shall warn the Levites that are not careful. Shall Yigo Aleichem, that they should not touch you, encroach upon you. In your service, right? Because the Levites are very close in contact, right, with the Kohanim. So it's very easy that they might end up, helping with the service. So this is another thing that they bear the iniquity, the Kohanim, as over the Levites.
Mm-hmm. Are they also warning them to make sure that, just to remind them that nobody should approach?
Well, they have, whatever it takes, yeah. But the part of it will be.
Not they can start taking it, that people don't go close. Okay.
That was the first part, yeah. Okay, verse number 2. V'gam is Achecha Mata Levi Shevet Avicha. Also, your brothers from the tribe of Levi, the tribe of your father, Hakrevitach, they will come close together with you, V'yilavu elecha, and they will join together with you, V'yisharsucha, and they will serve you, minister you Ato Vanecha, you and your sons, Itach with you, Lifnei Oyel Ha'edus, before the tent of testimony.
Okay.
Rashi in number 2. Also your brethren, Bnei Gershon, Bnei Merari, right? Not from Kahas. That's interesting. Because why not Kahas? He said earlier, I mean, Aaron comes from there. So not exactly clear.
Gershon
And Merari, they're Levis, yes.
Okay.
There were 3 sons of Levi, right? Kahas, Gershon, and Merari. They will join together with you. Lahazir gam is azorim, to warn also the non-koyanim, okay, milikorav aleim, from against approaching them. So, in other words, they're going to join with you in warning, but they are not bearing the iniquity. The Kohanim are bearing the iniquity. You have the Levites to help you, but the Kohanim are bearing the iniquity, right? Yeshasucha, they shall minister you, Bishmiris HaSha'orim, by guarding the gates of the courtyard, Limanus Mehem, and by appointing from among them Gizborim clerks, the Markalin, and managers to conduct the affairs of the Holy Temple. Verse number 3. Misham and Mishmartam, and they will keep their charge. Mishmeres kol ha'ayel, and the charge of the entire tent. Ach el klei hakodesh, however, to the implements of holiness, the vessels of holiness. El mizbeach, to the altar. La yikrevu, they shall not approach. Lo yamus, and they won't die. Gam hem gam atem, not them, not you. Because you're responsible, Kohani, right? So if they do approach, you're responsible, you bear the iniquity.
For the Levi.
Huh?
For the Levi.
Yeah. The Nilva Alecha, and they will join with you. Visham is Mishmeres, and they will keep the charge of the Oyel Mayed, of the tent of meeting, the Chola Vaidis Oyel, for all of the servitude of the tent. Vizar lo yikra velechem, and a Zar, a foreigner, a lay person, will not come near. Rashi v'zar lo yikra velechem, eschem ani mazhir al kach. You, I'm warning about this. Right, to the Kohanim. Again, that's their responsibility. V'shmartem, it's mishmeres hakodesh, you shall guard and keep the charge of the sanctuary, of the holy, meaning the sanctuary, that's mishmeres hamizbeach, and the charge of the altar. Oid ketzev al bnei Yisrael, there will not be any more wrath against the Israelites. Lo oid ketzev, there will not be any further anger, as there was already. Shenemar, as we had earlier, v'yatza ketzev, right? That there was a wrath, right? That came, and there was a plague that killed 14,000 Jews, right? Now I have taken your brethren, your brothers, the Levites, Israel, from amongst the Israelites, lachem matana, that they are a gift to you, given to you, nesunim, given. And nesun, yeah, Levites Hashem, they're given to Hashem as a gift to God. To do the service of the tent of meeting. Rashi in number 6. A gift that's given to you, Yochod. I might think that they are presented as a gift for your work of the mundane, meaning to serve the Kohanim in a private capacity when they're not engaged in the service of the Holy Temple. Talmud Lo, remember the verse says otherwise, La Hashem, that's for the sake of Hashem, as explained above. Nishmor, Nishmers, keeps the charge of the clerks, keeps in Bamar, and the managers. Verse number 7. Okay. Ata and you, Vanecha, and your son, Titach with you, Tishmeru is Kunaschem, guard your priesthood, the whole davar, for all matters, all things, Hamizbeach concerning the altar, Mebeis Lapareches, and from beyond the curtain, Va'avadatem, and you must serve. Avodas matana eten es kunaschem, va'azar akarev you must, and I will avadatem avodas matana. I'm going to give you a gift of your work for your work. Eten, I will give eskunaschem to the kayin, to the priesthood, and the zar, the stranger, meaning the lay person, the non-kayin who approaches, must die. Avodas matana, matana nasati alachem, I am given to you as a gift. Right, different things. It's going to speak about what they get for the service that they do in the Mishkan.
After the Kohen.
For the Kohen,
So
exactly.
He gives the gift to the Levi and he gives the gift to the Kohen.
Right, he didn't speak about the Levi.
He did already. It's in the past paragraph.
No.
Okay.
No, that they're given as a gift for to do the service.
Okay.
They're given as a gift.
To the Kohen.
But here, this is a gift that's being given to the Kohanim for their service in the sanctuary. Okay. Pidaber Hashem el Aaron. Hashem spoke to Aaron. Again, it doesn't mean to Aaron, it means spoke to Moshe to tell to Aaron. I, behold, Nasati Lecha, have given to you as Mishmeres, Trumosi, given to you the charge of my offering, of my uplifting. L'chol Kadshe B'nai Yisrael, to all of the holy things that are of the Israelites. L'chanasatim, I've given to you, the mishcha, for an anointment, or levanecha, and to your sons, chakolam, for an eternal law, or statutory law. And let's see Rashi. Hine nasati lecha, and behold, I've given to you b'simcha, with joy. Lashon simcha, who said this is an expression of joy. I guess the word behold, or maybe I made it. I'm giving it. I'm not sure. Well, let's see Rashi. He's going out to meet you, but see that he's rejoicing in his heart. That's when Aaron went to greet Moshe, when he was after being appointed by the burning bush as the leader of the Jewish people to redeem them. So he's coming out with joy. It can be compared to a king. Sorry. So he would rejoice in his heart. So this can be compared to a king who gave a field to a close friend. He neither wrote nor signed a document to transfer it to his close friend, the king. Nor had he brought it up to the court. One person came, and protested and laid claim on the field. Amar Loya Melech, the king said to his close friend, Call me, whoever wishes can come, and protest against you. I'm going to write and sign a document to transfer for you Malabar coin and bring it up into the court, right? And you're right that it's yours and it belongs to you. Afkan, so here too, Levisha Baal Korach, what happened? Korach came. Viral Keneged Aaron Alakuna, and he protested against Aaron over the priesthood. Baal so now comes the Torah and says, V'nasan lo, and gave him Esrim v'arba matnas kahuna, gave him 24 different gifts of priesthood. The bris melach elam, from the eternal covenant of salt. So Baal Kosov and the verse comes to tell him giving him 24 gifts of priesthood. Bris Melech Ha'ilam, an eternal covenant of salt. L'kach Nitzmecha Parsha Zu L'kan. That's why this passage is over here. The gifts of the priesthood juxtapose the incident of Korach, right? So, in others, it becomes an eternal. That anybody who wants to lay claim on the priesthood, well, the gifts were given
Final decree.
as a final decree or sign that belongs to him. Okay.
Have to a lot, truther.
Yeah. Mishmeres Trumasi, a safeguard of my offerings. She'ata tzarech l'shamram, you need to guard. Petara, in purity. The Mashcha, the Gedula, for greatness. Okay. Number 9. Zeyeh l'cha. And then, okay, so 24 gifts they're getting, right?
Yeah.
So now it's going to give us some of the gifts, or the 24 gifts. This is going to be for you. It's yours. From the Holy of Holies sacrifices, mina eish, of the fire, meaning those that are offering on the altar of fire, right? The superior holier ones. Kola karbonam, chol min chasam. So all of their sacrifices, which mean peace offerings over here, right? That's the second thing. All of their grain offerings, all of their sin offering, all of their guilt offerings, that they will return to me. They're all holy, superior holiness to them. It's for you and for your sons. Right? All of these different offerings. Let's see Rashi in 9. Mina Eish, meaning after the fire offerings are set smoking. Doesn't mean that the Kohanim take what's on the altar. That's not what it means. Because what's on the altar is consumed by the fire. The altar, one second. The altar, whatever you put on the altar belongs to the altar, right? They're completely consumed. It means they can take their portion only from the parts after whatever has been put on the altar.
So it's not all consumed by the fire.
Huh?
So it's not all consumed by the fire. Some leftovers.
Oh, yeah. Whatever is put, every sacrifice is different, right? What's put on the altar, it belongs to the altar. What belongs to them, whatever else, right, based on the different sacrifices, different portions, it's theirs only after what's been on the altar. That's the point Rashi's making. Okay?
Yes.
Kola carbonum of every offering, meaning the sacrifice of peace offering, of the community, minchasam, their meal offering, chatasam, their sin offering, hashamim, their guilt offering, the mashmat, as is understood clearly. Asher yashivu li, that they will return to me, ze gezel ager. That's the theft from a convert. Yeah, when you steal from a convert who doesn't have heirs because he didn't get married and have children after converting, so then whatever was stolen belongs to the Bedek Habayis, to the temple treasury. That's what it's making reference to. Okay, I would love to continue. Yeah, it's not fair.
Oh, there's a Rosh Hashanah, right?